Hello, welcome back. So today's the one thing, okay? I'm going to call this series as TOT. Um, or today's one thing, whatever it is, it suits best. So I'm going to give you the one thing today about relationship, and it'll be a bomb, okay? If you are able to practice this and sustain this, it's the best thing that you can do for a relationship, especially with your spouse. As I already told you, these are something that we practice. When I say we, it's I basically practice, and I also communicate this to my husband, and we are in sync. So I'm going to share one such, the one thing for you. If you found this useful, you can practice this as well. So, what is that one thing in relationship that you can practice and see some super magic happening? So, what I found out was that we should not sleep with issues. Okay, what I mean by that, every day before you fall asleep, make sure you have this commitment. Whatever issues you have, this one thing is about your spouse, um, because spouse is the closest to relationship that you have, that you spend every day, your life, your energies, your likes, dislikes, everything is shared with that one person. So if that relationship is at toss, everything that you pursue is meaningless. So, with that note, if you want to commit something for that relationship for this year, your one thing would be do not sleep with issues. Okay? But why is it important? It's because it gives you a lot of stress. Okay? And it also gives you a baggage. If one thing is not settled or fixed or agreed upon or disagreed upon, you're not able to move ahead. At least I've seen in my own life, and I've been hearing the same thing. Actually, the crux is this: the problems, the root cause is only because you and the other person is not able to come to a convergence. Okay, but before you jump into any conclusions like should we fix everything in the world? No, we are not. We cannot. But only thing that you can fix it is with the person who stays with you, whom you share life with, your energies with, your likes, dislike, as I said. But again, we are not recommending to fix all issues that you encounter with. But you can get into a commitment that you need not sleep with issues in your mind. But how do you approach this? Now that you know why it is important, because if it's going to give you stress and it's going to prolong, the same issue keeps prolonging your mind, it might anytime come up with another issue when some other topic comes in. You will bounce back to the same issue, and you will try to. When I say you, it could be me, it could be any other person. Uh, you know, pulling the same issues and bringing back to the same point. It'll be like a loops. So how do we approach this? So the first thing that you have to do is communicate to your partner that you would want to do this as a commitment, and get his agreement also, because it takes two for a tango, right? And relationship is not a transaction. Of course, give and take should be there, but it's definitely not a transaction. So with only two hands, you can make noise. So get an agreement to one simple thing, that you're not going to sleep with issues. But how do we really do this? If you want to commit, that's your initiation, that's your first step. So you always remember this. You initiate this, okay? Even if your spouse, partner uh, doesn't have this thought process to even initiate, you initiate this genuinely, okay? And speak politely, talk only that issue. Do not bring any other issue. This is very, very important. Address that issue, and also intentionally be intentional, because if you do not want this to be a stress or a baggage, or you know uh, if it continues as a baggage, it's only going to give you a mistrust between these two people. you or anybody else, especially with your partner. So it's important that you make the conversational intentional and you stick with the topic and show genuine interest to arrive at a solution. Now, the solution can be anything, okay? It can be a small fix, it can be a changes from your side, because changes starts with you and also with other person. So start with small things, or it could be even postponing this conversation, agree to disagree to postpone this to another day. That could also be a fix. At least you know that that person heard you, or at least that person knows that you heard them. So that is a reassurance, and you initiate the topic on the set day. Okay. Now, why this is going to be an issue? Because I'm not sure how many people know that life partners and the relationship, if that goes for a toss, everything else is meaningless, as I said before, and everything else is going to ripple with the same vibes. So it's better to clean that, or clean that energy before you sleep. Make sure that you fix this, and most importantly, once you fix this, as I said, do not rely only on the fix. Okay, you should enjoy the process and you should trust the process, and the process itself will take you for a long journey. You will correct a lot of things, you will improvise. It's the same way with the other person. So be a little flexible, be a little polite, and also genuinely. Most importantly, once you fix it, whether it is changes from your side or from the other person, please remember to implement it. It's important that whatever you agree upon, reiterate, and never forget this. So, if this is useful for you, practice this and share your experience below. And I will see you tomorrow with another TOT. Bye bye.